Easily descripted by cryptid?
Apparently there's some sort of cryptid legend where it's like a flying werewolf, so possession of it. Like a werewolf with wings. I was like, I think I might buy that. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I started recording right now, so we'll do episode 0 with just the phone mic.
I mean, I'm all for that.
Just to give me a chance to edit the tools and all that. So, just so you know.
Not just that, but honestly, like I told you, one of the first things I do when I look up a new personality or a channel is I look up their older shit. I look up their older shit, how long have they been doing it for, and again, especially the the car salesman, the bald guy.
Andy Elliott.
Yeah. His first shit to what he looked, I was like, he didn't even look like the same person. Like his spirit, his energy, his fucking like just everything. The guy is just like different, and I see this transition too in some people. I've watched some channels and kind of seen them grow, and you can, I mean, again, think about, again, the whole cliche of, being your independent kind of, workflow person, and being your own boss, but just the difference. Having that.
It's watching them mature over the media, over time, I think.
Not just that, not just the maturity, but again, I want to say let's take valuetainment.
Valuetainment. That's a new phrase.
No. We've watched a guy before. He's like he's a Pakistani, slick, really nice guy. It's called Valuetainment. We've watched the channel before. We talked about it.
Okay.
But anyway, he started off. He made his own insurance company, I think. But basically, again, he was just talking about how he made his own business and going to like entrepreneur lifestyle of like getting into it and digging down and like really focusing and all this shit. And his first original videos versus to his shit now, like it's just, you can just see the confidence, the change in the person, the fact that like, yeah, he's worth millions of dollars now. He has his own brands, and he literally just does like his own. He has like 3 different channels now and some shit. He's like, I started off with insurance. He's one of this boring ass kind of like. And now he's like, yeah, I started off with insurance, and now I'm like a motivational personality.
And you could do it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you.
I mean, again, that's again, if it's done funny, but again, watching so many people, I'm like, man, these motherfuckers are paid to watch this. And if they're entertaining enough that I'm watching it, could be entertaining enough that someone else will watch it. There's a new currency.
Or listen.
What? Go ahead.
Or listen.
Yeah. The new skill, the new thing that's going to be coming soon, is like everything's going to be replaced physically and intellectually. It's going to be entertainment.
Yeah.
Humans are going to be entertaining each other. That's all we're going to have left.
Well, the sad part about AI is that everybody's like, oh my God, AI is going to do all the hard work, and then we can create art and entertainment. And what's AI doing? Art and entertainment. We're going to skip the hard shit. We're going to do the fun stuff.
I believe there will be a division eventually. I got asked this question, and I uploaded my design to YouTube. Was this generated by a computer or by a human? I guarantee you there'll be stuff like blah 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 story authored by a real person. Like there's going to be some guarantees, and eventually, soon enough you won't care, but right now it's a big deal to know, hey, yeah, ChatGPT could write my entire story, but I did it myself.
Yeah, I could see that because the copyright law does not cover AI-generated anything. So you could literally take somebody else's AI-generated idea and use it for your own nefarious purposes if you want.
I know that you can copyright the images from ChatGPT that it generated. There's a way, because there's a certain way to copyright that, but I saw a huge influx of all this like art right around when I was learning all this stuff and watching it, seeing it go on Etsy. But then I think people, yeah, it's really cool, but everyone knows it was generated by a fucking computer. Anyway, I think it's going to be interesting to read a story that was generated by a person or it's a computer.
Well, there's a whole movement now of people just generating their own resumes online and taking this and then making it that. On Marketplace, I saw the story this past week of a reporter who's like, how could I take my experience as a reporter and make me the best wine purchaser, taster ever? And ChatGPT's like, these are the steps you'd have to do. And then the guy was like, okay, now tell ChatGPT to make you a resume based on that. Okay? Did that. Boom. High pressure environments, blah, 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 blah. Did it. Right then and there. Fascinating. Utterly fascinating. It's like, hey, I'm too lazy to bullshit myself. Can you bullshit for me, ChatGPT? I thought that was interesting, just to go along. Just since we're on the topic.
This guy did a little commercial where we did like a few months ago. When in fact ChatGPT can't make you a business, he's like, but it can give you every single step. And he's like, he literally just like said something whatever, and he's like watching it for 30 minutes. He's like, look, see every single thing you need to do. He's like, how fucking easy is this now? Something like that. So true. And literally, like that's you know, we created like our own God though. All seeing, all knowing, omniscient, tell the future. You
Yeah.
have a 96% likely chance that you're going to go to this coffee shop today. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course we're going to hit coffee times up. I mean, that's what we do.
Yeah. Well, imagine this. Imagine if the internet God knew that was closed down, and it was like giving us other options, and it's like...
Here's another local coffee house that is populated.
Yeah, all this other shit, you know, based upon your previous transactions and your likes and your profile.
All right, who do we got to pay to get our business on that recommended end? You know what I mean?
I think honestly it has to do with business, the whole Google Map thing, registering online. Because if you're not registered, basically, like, yeah, you're there, but I want to say how much data or information does it have on you? I mean, like, the more information you feed these chains, the more it's going to populate.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just guessing, you know, from your point of view and like how a computer would generate that. Because it's like, cool, I give you my business name. Cool, this guy gave you a business name and all this fucking information about his business. How do you think the computer's going to work with both of them? It's just got more to work with. Sure, you're both painters, but you're a painter, cool, Tucson, Arizona, awesome. He's a painter, Tucson, Arizona. He's got 6 trucks and 15 years of experience for himself and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
There's a picture of this business, there's a picture of all these guys, there's, you know, profiles of every single one of them. That's big now, you know that? Profiles? You can look up a doctor profile.
Yeah.
I'm like, they're like, rate your doctor, choose your doctor. And I'm like...
That's one of the concepts of capitalism, by letting the market dictate the value, and that's just another way the market can keep tabs on fucking doctors. Right? Yeah.
And then I heard another term too, sexual market value.
What?
Yeah, Tate talks about that a lot. Well, Tate, not necessarily, he doesn't use as much as Myron from Fresh and Fit. A woman's sexual market value is at its peak between 18 and 25. Sexual market value is at its peak between 30, 35, 40, 45.
Their highest societal, what is it? You said it before. It's when they provide the most value to society.
At those age brackets. As shitty as it is, as much as we don't like it, as much as old women, again, God, I watch so much of this. The people who complain the most about a young couple dynamic of a young woman and old man are older women.
Yeah.
They're like, seriously, people who are the most outspoken about it.
I'll bet you some dudes will be like, some younger guys will be like, I don't like the fact that old man has all these women at his disposal because that's less for me. But that old man's like, I could literally support every single one of those women financially.
Absolutely.
I don't know.
And not just financially, but in speaking from a man's point of view, from a young man's point of view, coming into your own and being confident and all the things that come with that. That's why, like, we grow. At a certain age bracket, we don't get older, and if we worsen, we grow like wine. And then
Well, that's.
decline afterwards, yeah.
I was about to say that's what everybody says. Mid-age like a fine wine.
I mean, it's
Let me get
true.
some dips in. Welcome to the Keep It Weird podcast.
Look again. attractive when it's like getting into the gray. It's just slightly getting gray. You're all fit now. You're not gonna get any higher. You're most you're gonna make in your careers 45 and 55 for the last few years is when you work the most.
It's a lot of editing I'm gonna have to do.
That's how you know you got some status. It's like, hey, I gotta hang out.
Have you seen that video of Jay Waller telling some guy that he could shove his NDA up his butt? Oh, it's hilarious, dude. No. Some dude walked into his office and his person, his assistant or front office person, signed the NDA to get the guy to leave, right? And Waller's like, they don't have any authority to sign an NDA for me. So I'm going to go in there, I'm going to get that contract, I'm going to make all the money ever, and I'll see your ass in court. It was the most G move I've ever seen one of the Tate Mafia guys pull. It was so awesome. I had that much more respect for the guy. Yeah.
I wonder what the situation is about.
That, I don't know.
Well, since he didn't sign anything, I'm sure he'll tell me.
Right? It'll be out there. Just look up what these dudes are doing.
I found a stretcher right now. I've seen this other guy I subscribe to. Flexi or whatever.
Oh, yeah. The Flexi guy?
Not only is it entertaining to watch, but goddamn, I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, he's all, you could be strong or you could be functional. And he goes, like, from laying down with his knees bent on his back to just standing up without pushing himself up with his arms or anything. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to get some of those shoes before.
Oh, yeah, the ninja feet? I call them ninja feet. They were originally made for rock climbers, but rock climbers sued the company because they were breaking their toes because of what they had to do. Yeah.
So, no rock climbing, yeah, definitely no.
Alright. Gonna move along? Are you good?
I mean, I'm doing as much as I feel like.
Yeah, you don't want to.
It feels like something boxed my palm.
Boxed your palm? Just like hit it? Yeah.
It's all sore and shit. Like that. I can just feel like it's getting in there.
Oof.
And the nurse practitioner, the physician assistant, it's like, yeah, you just gotta start losing it now. It's hilarious that this whole thing was used. I got to actually choose the weight restriction. He's like, how much? And I was like, oh, I just really wanted to get light duty. I didn't just hop over because I've seen the weight restriction before.
Yeah.
I guess there's policies now, whatever.
It's not a new policy. It's who you are and who is the decider. I guarantee it. Guarantee the person who's the decider, you and them have kind of a past.
Well, I've never met any people before.
Oh,
And
okay.
on top of it, again, they're only doing it favor by making on the word. Like,
Yeah, thanks for my vacation.
yeah, I mean, now that I'm like not, I'm honestly was like, once I got over like, hey, I'm not trying to sneak out of work, I'm better now. And he's like, yeah, cool. I'm like, all right, I got it. And I was like, all right, well, next Wednesday then, what am I gonna do? I was like, my business.
So, you remember that? I don't know if you remember the guy or you knew the guy, an associate of ours in the past, who worked construction, and he literally cut off the tip of his finger to get Christmas off with his kids.
I should have grown back.
No. He like took out the first knuckle, like at a diagonal.
I guess, yeah, because construction, like, put some shit on it.
Yeah. He was a past associate of ours. I'm not going to go too far into it, but we were there to get a plug and left, and I don't know if that was I was with you or somebody else.
The story sounds familiar. So you can tell me, like, oh yeah, Randy.
Yeah. We'll turn off the recording device and then talk later. Not that Big Brother isn't listening to us, but yeah, he was like, this was shit 15, 20 years ago. I asked him because Yeah. No, we'd known him. We'd done, or I'd known him, done some deals with him, and I was like, what the hell happened to your finger, bro? And he's like, I had to do it to get 2 weeks off. It's the shit you do to love your family. I was like, fuck.
Thinking the guy in the face, he lived across the street from Cornwall in the apartment complex?
No. This was at a trailer park, and it always stuck with me. I was like, wow. Yeah, got a leash and a harness.
The way it looks in the neighborhood, it's like that dog being put together by no dog.
No, that's a bag in a. No, it's not the dog of another homeless dog. That'd be weird. These two dogs are just keeping each other. It's a pack. Wild dogs do develop packs.
I think honestly, the more I look into it,
Oh yeah, our world is weird as fuck, but nobody's ever like talking to each other because we're all divided. It's like, oh my god, you're this way? I don't like that. No. I do this set of drugs, not those set of drugs. I'm not like you. Yeah, sure, Lynn on me.
The terminology is going to be that there's a black line and sediment all across the world. There's a thick black line. It's geology. And you say, boom, black. It's all dead.
Yeah.
There's actually a huge chunk of our geological history missing.
Huh.
When they do core samples of the Earth, like the dating, I don't know the complete dates.
Carbon dating.
Right. So let's
Okay.
just say the dates go 1, 2, 3, 5, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15, 17, 19, like there's a huge chunk of the middle date of our like Earth history, like the rocks, that's just gone. Just gone. Off the entire Earth.
Maybe a giant solar flare hit Earth and wiped everything out for a couple decades.
No, you're talking like thousands and thousands of years of like the rock sediment just not there.
Okay.
Crazy.
Instead of decades, it's millennia. But
It's crazy, yeah.
wow.
They have evidence that shows that the Himalayan mountains were formed in like 50 years, not like tens of thousands, like all the other mountain ranges. Something happened that caused this stuff to come up that quickly. They can't
Weird.
use the terminology for like the way mountains are formed. They're like, this is not the way this one is formed. Yeah, but it's like, largest mountain range in the world, the highest mountain range in the world.
Morning.
Was formed half a century.
What?
Shit
50
like-
years?
Huh? It's a very short amount of time compared to the mountain like ancient decades of weird dumb shit like that. I think it's the most slow process ever, right?
Weird.
This one came up like within like a fucking very short amount of time. Huge. So there's all kinds of shit we're just still barely learning about our world. I want to make a cryptid shirt. What it's going to be is, you know, at one point in time, the panda was believed to be a myth.
You mean Pangea?
No, the panda. People could not believe in Western society, all around the world besides in Asian culture, that there was a multicolored vegetarian bear. They're like, that's a fucking fantasy. They're like, bears are carnivorous and they're one fucking color. What are you talking about?
Oh,
Black and
okay.
white. They're like, what? And they finally fucking brought over a fucking panda. They're like, this thing eats plants? What?
They're like, then we have to kill it.
You know, it's just crazy. And for the longest time, the Tasmanian tiger was believed to be a fucking hoax. Until the 1920s, they had the video of it's just major league teamwork. They say now it's still there technically. Flamingo is considered to be a myth.
Huh. So you mean to tell me that there are species out there that we don't know about?
Yes. So I'm gonna do like a little like thing on the side, like a little blurb, like until this time these animals considered a myth, until this time whatever goes on, and on the other side like Bigfoot and all that, and they're like shh, or something, you know, like hold on. You know?
Don't let the humans know that we're here.
Yeah, some shit like
They will kill and eat us because that's what they do.
that. Basically, yeah. You know, that's one of my ideas.
Oh, you did? Nice.
We got a banner up too, but it still looks more professional.
I'm gonna have to go to that.
Edge runner. Some of the designs I had at the time.
The thing that tripped me out is that I had to go to Edge Runner Lifestyle, all one word. I was like, oh yeah, he said all one word, and then I went and I looked it up, and there you were. There was the shop.
I have basically no tag presence.
Yeah.
Because if I were to, because again, this is something else. Is when I'm ready to tell you guys, like for example, the cat shirt that's going to be posted is like cyber this, cyber cat, all kinds of different tags. Right now, I think the description literally just says Edge Runner Lifestyle. Like it's like I didn't do it right, and I just put my name, my business, really.
So you're just gonna be like a crack open at this thesaurus. How many ways can I say the word cat?
No, well, what it is
kitty,
I just got to go
feline?
back and look at some of the way people have done some stuff. Like I told you, like some of the tags. Like I'm gonna look up some Edge Runner shirts and see some of the wording they use and kind of just throw some stuff in, because right now it's just the only way for you to find it is to the one word Edge Runner Lifestyle, because that's all it's tagged under. I think you can find it if you look under Edge Runner and like scroll all the way down to like the 100th fucking page. It'll probably be there, but. So,
oh yeah, dude, you look up that stuff and there's like all kinds of like Edge Runner, Cyberpunk Edge Runner, whatever it was that came out.
So I just got to rank higher in the keywords by making my description better. So what was I getting to? Anyway, yeah, once I have everything like set up and it's like really ready, not only is it a twofold, do I can get you guys to give me some organic traffic, but I would like to practice on how to make an order.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Not only that, but like, cool, so you do it, you punch in the thing, you go, whatever, and then, I can see what happens. Because right now, if someone were to order from my store, I don't know. I'd have to figure out how to place the order. I don't know.
So can they do reviews? Like,
I think as far as I know, it is all up. It's like if you walk down the street and you have all these really nice shops, and then just like some guy sitting in the back of his truck with some t-shirts being like, hey, you medium? You medium?
black shirt.
You know what I mean?
Come on,
like,
kid, I got all these shirts. You want to buy some?
Like they can, like, I'm still, reviewable and all this other stuff. It's just how likely is someone to, hey, I got 3 shirts. Which, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if it was you or not, because I think some actual other person might have viewed my shop, because it went from like 16 to 17 and I hadn't been looking at it, and it was right after you did it, and I was like, I think I got a real person who looked at it.
Yeah, that was me. I hunted you down. After,
No, it was way after that.
after your birthday?
It was yesterday.
Oh, no, I didn't go to it yesterday.
Okay, yeah. It jumped up. I've had 17 views on my shop. I think most of it's been you and me. But I think one person might have been on there. But who knows?
So you're looking at it, seeing how it looks, or are you just looking
I
at
review
it?
the fuck out of it all the time. I'm looking at it, I'm like, how's this look? What's going on? Because I don't know what the hell, when I punch in stuff, what it translates to. And I don't know if there's an easier way to do it, but you got to punch in every single manual price for your shirts. It'll give you a range. It like pops off a range between like 16 something and like 24.15.
You gotta get on that, man.
No, I've got 4 shirts up right now. I don't want your secondhand smoke. Terpenes. I wanted to make that one for a long time, actually. I walk around out in public, I'm gonna be like, psst.
Well, nobody smokes in public anymore, really.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah?
I walk around with all that shit all the time.
Oh, well, I mean, you work in fucking
Exactly, it just depends.
Tweakerville, but, like, I don't see many people smoking. Like, where I work at, there was one dude smoking once, and he offered me a cigarette, and I was like, no. It was
I
a
think
hard no to say, but I just...
right now I'm just making stuff that I've wanted, or just learning how, and not worrying about what's super popular or whatever. Just my first probably 100 designs is gonna be like, this is me learning how to make designs.
This is what I wanted to create. This will be what other people will create.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go for any Father's Day, Mother's Day, Christmas stuff just yet. I mean, I got a few ideas I've thrown out there in my little notes, but I'm not gonna go crazy. I'm not trying to capture sales. I'm just trying to build a store. And if, I get some sales on the way to a certain number, I'm looking to get like 300 items, like 300 designs. They don't have to become 100% unique. Like, for example, the person I'm watching, this girl Wholesale Ted, she made retro sunset t-shirts, but she made like 7 variant shirts from like the same pattern. Just changed the word in the picture. Boom, boom, boom. Had 7 shirts. So again, you know, it doesn't have to be as completely unique every design, because that's also where the time for your dollars. What that means to me is, on average, I've seen people agree you have to spend 20 to 30 hours every week consistently for like 2 years almost to make it a full-time real job, because you'll get side hustle money if you put in side hustle time.
Yeah.
If you put in full-time work time, you get full-time pay.
Yeah. Prius hate right there. Peel off the line. I'm going to show that Prius. I'm going to spend $15 right now just to go.
I was just going to say, cool. All right, pull in the gas station. We're out of gas.
Yeah, right? That's a same kind of dude. Like, we're just switching topics here, but like, that's the same kind of guy that I pull up in, like, right next to at the gas pumps, and they're still sitting there filling up their tank. I fill it up for 3 seconds, and then I'm out, and they're looking at me like, oh man. And then you look at their bill for their gas, and it's like $150. Like, I want a truck. I'm not gonna lie, I want a truck, but I want a workhorse truck. I don't want to pay the fucking $150 every 3 days just to fill the damn thing up.
Driving around picking up groceries, yeah. It's nice to have a work vehicle. I love having my truck. I don't want anything bigger. And I was joking with the Uber driver who's driving. I was like, my truck gets better gas mileage than my car. He's like, really? I was like, yeah, that car's a monster.
Yeah.
But again, I like having a car. If you gave me the 2 choices between like which one's gonna go on a long road trip, I'd be like, I'm taking my car.
Yeah.
Bigger is fucking so much like space in that motherfucker.
Yeah, it's like what's comfortable in the cab versus what you gotta do. Like, I want a truck because I want to start a bee farm. I legitimately want to start a bee farm. And I figured just having a workhorse truck, something old, beat up, and drive out there and, you know, do what you gotta do, and eventually start farming and building other kind of stuff on top of the bees. I'm gonna do what society did and build it all off the bee's back. But like, a truck would be better, like 4x4 truck would be better to like get out to the rural piece of land. No, it's not gonna be fun to like drive out there. It's gonna be a lot of fuel expenses, but
it's about value for what you're getting.
Yeah, I drive a Prius for the sole purpose of I don't want to pay that much money in gas to go to the grocery store and to work every day.
I thought about some interesting things about vehicles, you know, this last while. The first time I watched Who Killed the Electric Car, this was like 20 years ago they made this. Like, the average person doesn't drive, you know, not even 90 miles in a day?
Yeah.
25 miles, 30 miles in a day? Like, what the fuck do we need all this to know? Just, you know, and on top of that too, like, ride sharing per se, like, it's a little weird concept now, but again, like, I don't need a vehicle all the time. I don't need another vehicle, you know, 2 vehicles all the time. Anyway, I digress for a second. There's a trailer out right now, Jason Statham movie.
Okay.
He's a beekeeper. Yeah. I won't spoil the plot for you, but yeah. And then also in real life, Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, he has a
keeps
bee
bees.
farm. All right, this has been the Keep It Weird podcast. Podcast 0. Ha! There we go. Let's open with that. We don't have big tits and we're not rich, so let's hope you're listening. Because nobody's listening last I checked.
Okay, I just watched this beautiful breakdown. Depending on
Nice.
how far you want to go into this. This one YouTuber breaks down exactly how like tape blew up so quick. Formula that can be used.
All right.
Wow. So he got an army of like 18-year-olds to make like Twitter accounts and to like he taught them all how to make little clips of his most controversial shit and they all threw it out there and they got affiliate commissions on whoever they signed up for his Hustlers University.
Oh, okay. They changed that now. It's the real world. But let's go back.
Yeah.
Let's go back to that Matrix conversation we were having before the mics got on.
Oh, we're live now?
Yeah, we're live, dude. We are recording. We're a live Well, welcome to the Keep It Weird podcast, episode 0.5. This time we have mics on, hopefully.
Slightly windy, looking at some birds and dogs.
That's all right. They got windscreens on them, but they'll probably have that in the background.
Wow.
What are you guys doing? Why are you guys grunting? We're just working out, you know?
Yep. Yeah, back to the Matrix conversation. You
Speaking
know,
of Tate and all that, here you go.
You are not plugged in. You haven't been plugged in for a while, but when I was out with
I am, though. I am.
You're slightly plugged in, like
I'm-
by the ankles, not by completely by the brain.
Yeah, like if they were to fire me tomorrow, I'd be like, all right, cool, let's go. Do this.
It kind of sounds like you're vacationing in the Matrix, though. It's like you're out of it.
Yeah, well-
in the Matrix, like just making the Matrix money or something.
Right,
That's
well-
cool.
Yeah, basically what I'm doing is just learning skills and applying the skills I have on somebody else's dollar.
Right.
That's it. But anyway,
Yeah,
as you were saying.
back after 3 weeks, yeah, it just felt like I shouldn't be there. It's the most weird feeling.
Yeah, and it gets harder and harder to show up and work for somebody else after you've had such a stretch of time off, and you're like, I can generate my own revenue on my own, but I really can't live off of that just yet.
Not that level, yeah.
Yeah, so like it's weird. You give yourself the skills, you learn the skills, you give yourself the skills, you're unplugged for a while, and you're like working on your own self, and you go back into a workplace and you're just like, what the hell? And you start to see all that programming, quote unquote, to quote Andrew Tate here, you see all that programming of the Matrix, you know?
You know, it's absolutely true. I mean, shit, I agree. Feel it. Indoctrinate into uniform on, you walk in, you say all the same speech, and you have to...
You just follow the programming of the conditioning. You know, like, I get paid every other week. I get paid every week. They pay me $15 to get them $30. Actually, it's more like $75, but, you know.
The hot conversation when I walked in. We were all talking about the bonus we just got. How much it was.
Oh, cool.
Our discretionary bonus.
Discretionary bonus? Was it a good chunk of change for somebody?
Well, we've done some last year, and honestly, it is. They just had so much money moving around they couldn't spend fast enough with developing that they just threw us out an extra bonus to keep their taxes down.
Now your mic's on. Try that. Hold on. I thought you were on, but you're not. So
we're just using your mic?
Yeah, we were just using this mic. All right. Go ahead and say something.
Something.
Yeah, all right. We got the sound waves. Episode 0.5. All right. So of the 20 minutes that we've recorded, we got 4 minutes and 38 seconds going on because it just stopped. All right. None of that matters.
When did anything stop? Nothing stops. Just gotta keep moving forward.
It all stopped like 15 minutes ago.
Stopped us? We stopped while we were like mid good stuff? That's cool. We'll figure it.
Yeah, mid good stuff.
It's all good. Don't worry about it.
All those hashtags that we just put up, they're worthless now.
No, we just gotta reiterate.
You can't reiterate all that. That was comedy gold, and now it'll never be anywhere. Sorry. Make sure I don't sit on this thing.
You know, there's live action, but don't worry about a take two, Wayne. It's okay.
It was a nice little warm up, wasn't it? You know?
It is. It's all el natural.
We got warmed up, and now we'll get recording.
No.
Now we'll get recording. But you know what? My wife is gonna love it with the opening of the show here, because I just played it right now.
Oh, what?
Something about we don't have big boobs or something.
I wonder. I can't even. I mean, everything taken out of context could be completely misconstrued. So I'll make sure.
Why are they grunting? What's going on? Nothing, folks. We're just working out at a park, bullshitting.
That needs to be stated. Thank you. Absolutely does.
So what?
So that does need to be stated. Thank you.
It does. It does. I was thinking about setting up a camera so that way we could just attack all the platforms. Just like people watching us work out and bullshit.
GoPro or should we use a phone?
That's a lot of work. Huh?
GoPro or should we use a phone?
I have a phone with a ring light.
Oh, that's right. I just paid for that. Shameless plug. 14-day filmmaker. I just got that 14-day filmmaker.
There you go. Hey, give us some money. 14-day filmmaker. Anyway, you got it?
Collaborations are great. You know what I mean? Like
amateur shit.
Amateur shit. Is that what you call that? Okay. You gotta,
No. Whatever's amateur, whatever's free and gets us out to the public, we're going to use that.
Well, no, I got to make sure. I don't want to, show up to the party wearing the wrong outfit. I mean, I got to know.
Nah, forget that, dude. Just show up in an ugly sweater to an office party. Everybody's dressed all formal, and you're the dude with the ugly sweater. Like, let's get this party started. People are like, why are you so... I don't know what the hell they call
protocols. I mean, in some scenarios, you can get away with being informal. It just depends, There's that magic spice to everyone. Everyone's got their own goals in life.
You just got to own it.
Exactly. Well, again, not everyone can pull that off, though.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So, again, it's all about that magic that you...
It's a je ne sais quoi.
Je ne sais quoi. Hello. Hi, doggy. I read a meme that's like, I'm the type of person that says hello to plants, trees, and dogs. And I was like, I do that all the time.
I talk to animals all the time, actually, on the farm. I do.
I do. Understand. They absolutely understand. Trees, plants, everything's got its own understanding.
What were we trying to put in the thumbnail? Oh, yeah. Andrew Tate, Tristan Tate, Tate Brothers, Elon Musk, Joe Rogan, something shiny, whatever.
Ooh, shiny note. Donald Trump. Trump. There you go. Early things. Mr. Beast.
Googling being your own fact checker.
Graham Stephan.
Graham Stephan. Jordan Peterson.
Who
else can we name drop right now?
God. Buddha. Allah. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm just...
It's Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah.
Merry Christmas. Happy Kwanzaa and all the 250 religion celebrations that are going on right now.
There's a YouTuber I watch who does 17 greetings.
Oh yeah?
More like 9. I'm being a little dramatic. Yeah. She does a great job.
She just rolls it in there?
Oh no, yeah. She's like konnichiwa, a whole bunch of shit. And I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. I don't want to steal, but you got to compliment. You have to adapt. But yeah, that's definitely...
Wait, who's that one? We'll drop her in the thumbnail or in the hashtag.
Oh shit.
That's what that hurts.
Journey with Hinton. I'm so sorry. See, I'm terrible with names. I get better about that.
All right.
That is definitely a weakness I'll make sure that I work on personally.
Next week.
Yeah, progress in that. Absolutely.
You know what's funny about this is that you don't know and you got your phone in your pocket. You just pull it out.
I could do that. Yeah, we could do that. But, are we working out or am I Googling? I mean, hold on. Was it Alex Hermosi? There we go. Alex Hermosi.
Oh, yeah. Layla Hermosi. You got to drop her in there, too.
Oh,
you can't separate the
wife?
two.
Okay, I haven't seen his wife.
Dude, his wife is on. His wife has some killer content. Okay. She's even out there like, I really don't want to make content because I'm busy actually doing the stuff that we talk about. It's like, oh, you're doing what?
Oh, Cody Sanchez. There we go. Cody Sanchez. Yep. Wholesale Ted. There we go. So many different.
There you go.
Teachers,
that's the inspiration
Bruce
for the
Lee.
podcast.
God,
we're just starting it.
So many different. Got to unpack all of those people.
You know what's funny though is that you put so much thought and energy. Rasputin. You put so much thought and energy in your Etsy store, and I'm over. You're like, hey, let's do a podcast, and I'm like, I got mics all of a sudden. I got a free little podcast thing, and let's do it. Let's just throw it out there.
We got to stop being watchpreneurs.
Wantrepreneurs. Hashtag wantrepreneur.
Was it wantrepreneur? I thought it was watchpreneur. Watchpreneur. Wantrepreneur?
It's the combination of want and entrepreneur. So however you want to put that together, just...
Well, I think you were... Forgive me if I butcher everything, but was it Alex Hermosi was talking about one day how he was reading, and then he was a book or something about how most people just watch or not
that was
into being an entrepreneur or something. It was like watchpreneur or something like that.
entrepreneur.
And he's like, that's what I'm right now. And then he just started acting.
Yeah,
Excellent.
that's my mentality. Because when you were like going through the year worth of research and development for your on demand stuff, like you've got some good shit out there.
Really?
Like
Thank you.
It shows.
Thank you.
But
I appreciate that.
Adrenaline Lifestyle on Etsy. But you spent a year like studying and developing and getting your artistic creations just tuned
God. There's
perfectly.
So many different stories. Like I love looking back on new information.
Yeah.
And knowing like where you came from, and like not understanding like what people were talking about, and they're like mock-up or like SEO.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my God. Yeah, I love, I'm like, what are you fucking talking about? Oh, I love that part. Like the new mountain, I want to say. I mean, like every time you, that's the thing. You can never stop climbing. Once you reach that goal, something changes and dies, and you gotta set another goal quickly. You have to have another bigger goal.
That goes back to an old saying, and I don't know, it's my fault. I don't know who did that. The person who enjoys walking will travel farther than the person who enjoys the destination. And to me, this is just walking. Like, let's get some mics up. Let's schedule some time to put some stuff together. Like, our hardcore fans might go back to episode 0.5 and listen to this conversation. But other than that, like, let's just throw some shit out there and see what sticks.
There's never the right time.
No, there's
you
not.
Have to make the right time. If you wait for the right time, you'll be dead.
Yeah, exactly.
And I honestly, every time I find a new personality, like I've told you, I love watching their newest shit. I'll watch a couple of their new videos and then go back to their old stuff. And the progression of people is what I'm most amazed of. Not just the channel and the content, but seeing people actually being able to like grow. Like,
that's
that
cool.
Is amazing.
Watching people
really grow.
Watching people mature in their own right and on their platform is just absolutely amazing. And you can't really tell like what that point is. It's just all of a sudden it's a gradual progression of that's where they were and here's where they are.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna be that like, out myself. I will sit and I will watch ASMR videos for the tingles. I'm that way. It just works for me, like to relax and unplug. But going back to like somebody's first video in ASMR, and they're like, I'm just trying with this Teamy Levelar mic. Not knocking that, but that's where I got these mics. To where they're at, like they progressively get the better equipment, they get the better stuff, they start getting more views and stuff, and they put a lot of their revenue back into their business, and that's smart. Like the blacksmithing guy the other day, he's like, this is what I've done. My shop didn't get this big this quickly. What I did was I got some revenue and I put a little bit into the business and I took a little bit out and paid my bills. And I'm like, that's business in a nutshell right there.
Right. Yeah. Kept everything. Kept reinvesting. Oh wow. I've never been a park employee at this park.
At this time of day? No.
Yeah. It freaked me out. Someone driving a truck on the park. I was about to be like, what are you doing?
Right.
Don't you see this kid riding his scooter on the sidewalk right here?
What are you doing? We're working out. We're actually using the park alone.
Oh, I meant the person in the truck. Like my instinct was just like, why is this person driving in the park?
You don't go to the park enough, man. No. Like there are people who legitimately pull up into a park in their regular cars, put the tailgate down, bust out with the beers. And they do that.
I guess if you had access, like over there may be difficult on that side, but here you could probably see all the time.
Yeah. Where there's a will, there's a way. Just gotta power through that. You could drive over right there where the recycle bin is. You just
forget I have a truck sometimes. I go over bumps and it's like, oh, I'm like, oh wait, I have a truck. It's not a big truck.
It'll legitimately mess up your alignment or something like that eventually, but like, in the long run, it's no major damage. It's all about having clearance. Like in my Prius, am I going to be stopping curbs? Hell no. I could rather go over a speed bump without it going. Yes, I myself as a Prius driver.
That's fine. So he's got a Prius, gas
Hash-
efficient, Wayne's that way.
Hashtag Prius.
Nissan Frontier over here for me. I'm just sitting out there.
Wait. What do you do professionally?
Oh, I'm a convenient servant slave.
And what do I do professionally? Maintenance and construction. That's right. I'm the guy in the porta potty.
This month, that's what you're doing this month with the 17 fucking skills you have. It's fucking true. I don't know anyone who's a more legit jack of all trades than this gentleman. I mean, my older brother's pretty good. He's pretty like, like a realm. Like honestly, Russell's really good. There we go. In a nice realm of like handyman kind of construction realm. I know that. But besides that, honestly, you are the most jack of all trades person I've ever met, Wayne. Take pride in that. A lot of people, don't know shit.
Jack of all trades and a master of none is better than a slave of one. And that's my mentality. I'd rather not. Like I was saying earlier. Like sure, if I get laid off tomorrow, I don't care. Have tools will travel. I'm not lazy.
You want me to go sell stuff? Sales experience. I mean, Jesus, yeah.
You know what I won't do? I won't work for myself for some weird ass reason.
No, I mean when I say we've tried not diluting, but again, there's so many things right now. There's so many ways, and I mean, the economy's crumbling and all this other crap. But god damn, every time I look around, you're just tripping over some fool who just escaped, monetarily. Psychologically, I'm not 100% sure, but
dude, what irritates me is the Luke Belmar videos where he's like, yeah, this teenage kid, he made his bag and he blew it.
Oh, shit.
Real quick, it's like, yeah, if I was a teenage kid and I was out there with all the information that's there right now, without the responsibility that I have, I would be trying everything. Stevie Sells, I'd be doing what that guy does. Takes a new shop and tries new products out all the time.
I don't know that name.
I think it's his brand of sunglasses that he's trying to reignite and do that. But he's just like you. He's like print on demand, drop shipping kind of money.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I want to do that for the rest of my life. I think that's my issue. I'm just trying to figure out what I want to be when I grow up and what I would legitimately want to do for the entirety of the rest of my life.
Well, think about it. Again, I have a 10-year plan. I would like to turn what I have right now into a steady, leave the 9-to-5 kind of, income. But again, will that be the end all be all? There's absolutely no way with all the information that we've accumulated and the experience that we have together that would be satisfying anymore.
Yeah.
So I think that it would just be a one stop on the multiple income or multiple, I don't want to say attention streams even now, you know, keeping our attention, because in all honesty, if you had the freedom on this weeks, I mean, holy fuck, we could have 4 different things going on. Holy God.
Well, we could do 3 or 4 different things poorly, or you could do one thing very well.
Wait till the one thing gets really well.
Yeah, you snowball it.
In my mind, when Mosey was talking about that, and he had the cups, I thought about I thought about it kind of like, not a reverse fountain. I can't think about like a tiered fountain. That pool. Down. That's what I teach.
Is that they can't just have one source of money. They need to have like a backbone. They need to have a skill set. Job, but they need to have a skill set. And then they need to take that money, have that money make them money, have that additional money make them more money, and then maybe tier 4 spend that money on the stupid crap. You want the Gucci bag and Nike or Jordan or whatever the hell. Spend the money on that if you feel so inclined to need to wear your money.
Right.
To me, that's the dumbest ass thing ever. You want to wear your money? No, the fuck I don't. What would I rather do? I'd rather take my whole family and go visit. I wanted to say Gitmo right now. I don't. That's fighting myself. Go visit Guantanamo or something. Just go visit something.
That's
wouldn't actually go.
That's a little drab. I mean, you would take your. I mean, I'm sure there's other things in Guantanamo, but what comes up is just the prison for me. I'm sorry.
Yeah. That's why I said. Yeah,
I'm like, because that was a
like a huge
propaganda.
But
I wonder if the
I
trigger
was
word.
trying to say
Can we
Guam.
that?
Guam is what I was thinking of because I heard that's really beautiful and remote and
It's one of our territories. You would get a passport to go there.
yeah, exactly. You know, I want to take my kids and go there and visit that, and because I do believe that travel is the biggest form of ignorance destruction out there.
Oh, I love that.
There you go. Make that a shirt.
Hold on a second. Let me get that. Travel is the best form of ignorance destruction.
Hold on, I got like 20 more push-ups.
Travel is the best form of ignorance destruction.
10.
That'd be a good sticker too.
5.
For that.
Oh yeah, man, my sticker came in. I thought I got 10 of them, but apparently I only ordered one.
Only ordered one. I'm waiting for my
I'm
hat.
sad about it.
I ordered a hat.
Huh?
I have a sample hat coming in.
You have a sample hat coming in?
Yeah, I just dabble in hats right now.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like a good fitted hat for my bald, shiny head.
I couldn't find. They had. It wasn't. I guess it was a Velcro one
Uh-huh.
and a. Not say tie one, but
That's a dad
hat.
dad hat. Okay, that they call it dad hat. Actually, yeah, it was called a dad hat.
I got
A dad hat that's
I love that dude's outfit.
Pajamas.
rainbow boots, candy cane striped pants, black shorts. That dude does not give any cares.
It's all about the style you're going for.
Where was I?
Hats.
Right.
Mm-hmm. We were talking about hats, talking about stickers.
Yeah.
Fantastic, by the way. Anyone out there, stickers, looking at that. But yeah, you were talking about sources of income, and again, it reminded me of, again, another plug, Jay Waller. You know, again, start and again, he's working on other things.
That whole war room thing that they got going on.
Mm-hmm.
It used to be a university. Now it's a war room. They'll probably change it to
Something else.
I'm not 100% sure in exactly which forum / group that whichever they would be running at the time, because again, too, there's so much content with those.
It's also
involved.
It's also this group of dudes. They
Just branched
out of their little.
Well, 'cause
bullshit
they have,
like
they
what we have
that
going on here.
They've got clips going on. They have there's I can't remember, it was something like hour or whatever. Forgive me, Tate Brothers. They have their conversation they have together. It's like a podcast, just the two of them.
Oh, the Situation Room.
There
I
we
think is
go.
what it's
That's
called.
it. That's it.
Yeah. I've never actually listened to that unless it's on the algorithm clips.
There's a lot, you see the good 3-minute clips of something, and it's cool. It's a nice headlines or dramatic actions, but yeah, you don't have as much time to yourself as I do to be able to sit there for an hour and a half or undistracted or with non-noise in the background. So
Yeah,
poor bastard.
I gotta do this short.
That goldfish attention span. And my media.
Well, I can't wait. It's so great if your wife's point of view. Our 8 hours of hangout time would be our 8 hours of work time every day.
Mm-hmm.
That would be fucking great.
Yeah, it would. It's just getting over that worker drone mentality. I think just to kind of sandwich this whole conversation too. You just got to get out of that. Okay, they pay me. This is nice and safe and secure. And in all reality, it's not. My years in construction told me that it wasn't. You could be the best damn employee on the construction site. You could be the last guy laid off, but you're still going to get laid off.
Yeah, I know. That's
Exactly
how I feel in my job. You are just a cog.
Yeah.
You are the most. You're
Yeah,
but those guys that work in the construction yard, they don't give two cares because they know they can pick up their tools, go to the next job, and say, "Hey, hire me." Me, on the other hand, I'm like, why not take that big bag of money you just made and do something with it, invest it, make your own business, I don't give a shit what you do with your money, but turn it into another revenue stream. But these guys were
this is $7,000 like that too. That's
dope, and you can have it for the rest of your life, but you
won't have that cash
won't low. You won't have the cash
flow.
I don't get mad at people anymore for being the good worker retail drones we're supposed to be. Like, I don't get mad at them. Like, it's more of like, how do I best unplug them? You know, like it's really like, because everyone's got their trigger. We use that as, a negative, thing all the time, but everyone's got their trigger point, their trigger word or whatever it is. There's something that's going to kick their, is it someone who actually said humans are really terrible because sometimes they won't learn and listen until their boot's actually on their throat.
Mm-hmm.
Or we're so ignorant, we're just like, we're in denial.
Yeah, well, like, we talk about poverty a lot in the past. A whole lot of homeless people. For them, they had one crisis event. In a crisis event, they either shit their pants.
That's true.
At least they shit their pants. They gave up.
It's absolutely true.
And they've a lot of people around them.
Your supports.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's at the end of their tether, though, too, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, as a society. And
you look, dude, in 2023, this is as the time of the recording.
Hashtag fentanyl zombies.
Hashtag fentanyl zombies. There it is. That's it. That's the name. Fentanyl zombies. But
you gotta get a bunch of everyone else, though, like, is Tate a fentanyl zombie? Is Donald Trump a fentanyl zombie? And then the only part that we talk about is those, like, 6 words. Like,
but no.
Clickbait. Thank you very much.
There you go. Clickbait. Algorithm. Attention economy horrors.
They went viral and there was no video. It was all audio, folks. We don't even know what these gentlemen look like.
Yeah, I'm actually trying to look into a service that little like cartoon draw or little workouts and shit. I was like, I don't want to put my face up there. What's your name? I'm Papa Weird. I'm the Oz behind the cloak. Even though it's 2023, people could fucking find me just by my cell phone signature, whatever the hell they want to do.
Another shameless plug that will help out in our scenario if you looked into it. But I have Doodly. I already have a subscription.
Oh yeah, Doodly.
Subscription already for us, so.
We'll just have somebody on Doodly do our podcast, and we'll throw that up on YouTube because I already have Weird.
Well, we have
put that out there.
We have the subscription. We can just link it with a business, and then we have to find someone to edit the video and to like take the recording and to make a funny.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, and again, I see all this stuff, and again, I'm just saying what's out there. Everyone's bringing everything to third world countries for $5 an hour work. I mean, I've thought about
what is that, Fiverr? We'll just go to Fiverr.com and be like, who wants to edit this for $5?
That's exactly what everything. And I was watching.
What you get, what you pay for, too.
Okay, you know what? No, we're doing shameless plugs. Someone was like debunking or talking shit about Jake Tran. And again, too, like, love it or hate it, you kind of just have to understand the process of certain things. Like, for example, if we ever were to reach 1 million plus subs, like, God damn, of course we should be outsourcing 97% of everything, like the amount of time and
again, that goes back to Mosey. You can buy your time. A lot of those dudes, they go out to restaurants not because it's too expensive, or it's not too expensive to cook at home. Like, they're fully capable of doing that, but it's expensive time-wise for what they could be doing and planning. And I was just like making a point like 5-6 rants ago, and now I have no idea what I was talking about. We were talking about fentanyl zombies, and I'm like, and we're gone.
You know what? We got to make sure, because I don't want to railroad you either, because we can do that. No, you can be like, pause for a second, and you finish that idea, you know what I'm saying, before we go to the next one. That's good.
Just be like, hold on, wait a minute, before I forget. Yeah.
Well, we gotta get
hashtag don't do drugs, kids.
Right. Or do the right drugs, the best ones, not the ones
do the legal drugs.
But I want to get to the point to where the food budget wouldn't be an issue, considering, again, Jay Waller was talking about how he Uber Eats everything.
Yeah.
Again, he's like, the amount of money is I don't have that time, and again, like, it's decent food. It depends on who you order, what you're ordering, and shit like that too. So I mean, you can order McDonald's, or you can order a nice fat steak and fucking baked potato.
Well, okay, a couple of caveats about that, dude. He's like, if you make more than $15 an hour, you're wasting your money by cooking your food yourself when you could be producing that. But most 8-hour workers, W-2 workers, they don't work 16 hours a day like he does, Also, that dude only eats 1 meal a day. He fasts all day, and then he has dinner. So his $50 food budget is dinner for him per day. And most people spend $50 for a week's worth of food. Like,
well, again, though, if you just putting yourself at what kind of level you're at, it's just a service that he's able to purchase for that time frame. So the lesson, what it is don't be afraid to exchange your money for more time.
yeah.
That's really what it boils down to, I think, is what it is.
That's a good lesson. Like, I actually asked my wife, like, do you want me to just hire a maid and have somebody come through like once a week, clean our house real quick, and then, you know, maybe somebody to do the laundry? She's like, no, because then I'll lose control of that. And I was like, all right, well,
Is it a control thing or is it a time thing?
It's a control thing, because she's such a neat freak. She's afraid that they're going to do it wrong. And I'm like, if they're professional cleaners and we're paying them, we tell them how we want it done.
So mindset right there.
It is a mindset thing.
It's not wrong. It's the way I want it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not like the clothes are going to be dirty when they throw them in the washer, put soap in it, and press the button like she's going to do, and they're not going to fold the, you know.
It's the satisfaction of being able to do it yourself as well.
Again, too, if that's what you want to hold on to. But at the same point in time, you know, let's get back to that. It's as long as she's not afraid to incorporate that, because most people think about it as being demeaning necessary to someone else. But I've seen plenty of people who, I see a rise in professional organizers and people who love cleaning and cleaning companies and, you know, so feeding that economy. Making your own, we can make our own cleaning company, hashtag cleaning companies.
Yeah.
And then, you know, ancillary services that you provide for your own business, basically. Who was it? Again, it was a Cody Sanchez show I was watching where they're talking about, you know, once you get so big, you know, start thinking about what services you actually use and then maybe enforcing them.
There's a guy that I was watching. That he was saying, well, what you do is you don't hire your children directly if you have your own S corporation. What you do is you create a supportive LLC, have your children run that LLC that supports your S corporation, then you don't get double slammed in taxes. It was a tax benefit thing. Hashtag not a professional tax person or whatever. I have no certifications whatsoever. I know a lot of shit to get dangerous with.
Hashtag for entertainment and educational purposes only.
Because that's on everything. This is not financial advice. Quick, take all your money and buy Bitcoin. Buy. No, don't buy it.
Speaking of which, it's actually come up. I've gotten a good 20% return the last week.
Oh, dude, it's blown up because
I've lost a bit more, but I like to huddle. What's that?
BlackRock? BlackRock ETF.
BlackRock, excuse me, BlackRock. No, infringement here. BlackRock.
Yeah, BlackRock ETF, their exchange traded fund came out, and the government's like, yeah, you can have that. So now all these big ballers are like, yay, we can finally buy Bitcoin legally and on paper and not like the shit we've already been doing.
Okay, so I can look into their ETF, is what you're saying.
Yep.
Okay, I've been hearing about that coming out.
Yeah.
Now. Folks, just for a second, just your disclaimer. This gentleman right here got me into it back in, was it 2016?
Jesus, dude.
My God, we did lose a lot. Oh, we have to for a second. That was a good first business lesson, folks. That thousands and thousands of lessons learned. Anyway, we'll come back to that.
To be fair,
episode 15
Bitcoin was only $250 at the time.
We did some good learning, okay, folks? They say you got to have like 3 losses to have a good win. So we've got a couple under our belt.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Don't listen to us for what we are telling you to do. Listen to us for what we have fucked up ourselves.
Experience comes from bad decisions.
Yes, it does. So anyway, a little bit of backstory on that. I think between the both of us, we lost about 30 Bitcoin altogether. And that's why we're like, don't do something stupid.
No, it was way more than that, sir.
It was way more than that?
No, God, Wayne, I had like 60 Bitcoins. I remember giving you like from that funnel side. I remember you had at least like 15, 20 yourself at least.
I had 15. I had 15, but I didn't. Yeah. I didn't do the whole business loan loss thing. I was like 60, trying to.
We were getting to 60, and I was like, "Here's
bootstrap
that." Got that? Yeah. So it, 4 point some million technically at the height. But anyway, you learn from this shit, and you move on, and
Yeah, we learned that Bitcoin is a good thing, but we learned also not to just invest in Ponzi schemes.
Well, okay. You know what though? Honestly, hashtag not a business lawyer.
Why are we hashtagging this crap? God bless. Welcome to the hashtag show. Anyway, you're not a business lawyer.
Everything is
you
almost
just play one on TV
scheme necessarily if you look at it in a certain way, because I mean, the
Oh God, yeah.
essence of a Ponzi scheme is paying off one person from the profits of investments or the initial investment from someone else. Like a lot of businesses do that. They just don't get caught in the point where everyone's calling in their fucking loans or they don't run away with the money.
What's that? Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. He's like, I don't believe in this. This is bullshit. And he holds up like $1.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. He's like, I invest in Bitcoin. I only buy. I never sell. I'm like, oh, okay. Because fiat is a scam. And that's part of the premise of crypto too. Is that fiat is a scam because they just print money. Inflation is a scam because they print money. That's probably the point I was trying to make earlier. You got all these kids now. Like, yeah, they're OnlyFans stars and YouTube stars and drop shipping, megaladoons out there.
20-year-old being like, I've got 20,000 students I've helped. I love hearing that shit.
Yeah, dude, that's good for them. Seriously, like, good for them. I'm jealous as shit, but good for them.
Exactly.
You know? But in our current economy with like the workers, everyday dudes swinging hammers and stuff, they're priced out of the market for housing. They're priced out of the market for vehicles. They're priced out of the market for all this because of inflation.
Dude.
You know, and everybody's like, it's the president's fault. And I'm like, no, we need to like look deeper into that because who controls the actual money supply? The Federal Reserve. Well, the Federal Reserve is a government agency. No, it's not. I'm sorry, but it's not.
We do live in the United Corporation state.
Yeah, it's our country is ran by oligarchs, and I've said this before, but I'm going to say it online. If we paid attention to companies the way that we pay attention to our Sunday football, things would be a lot different. You know?
Oh my God, yeah.
It's not a matter of should I invest. It's you should invest, and you should invest in what your core beliefs are behind.
Why aren't you investing?
Yeah, that's a good question too. Why aren't you investing? Well, Wayne, what investments do you have? Well, I invest in BlackRock and Vanguard. There you go.
I was watching this, whoever, and this kid was asking this girl some fucking really interesting questions. And he's like, would you date a guy like this? Asked some questions, and she's like, would you date a guy who only invested in, ETFs or something? And she sort of went off on being diversified, and I was like, wow, good for you.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
But ETFs, by definition, are diversified in and of themselves.
Yeah, but okay. I mean, you have to estimate it. I can't. Okay, maybe I'm taking it a little bit out of context, but yeah, it's really interesting questions for this girl, and she just like kept fucking nailing it, and I was like, man,
hell yeah, dude. And I hope he was like one of those guys like girls are dumb. Let's go see if girls are dumb.
I don't remember the feeling. I don't think it came off that way. I think it was more of a like, hey, everyone needs to up their fucking
up their game.
Not really necessarily up their game, but their standards and like who they're fucking dating, basically. It's one of those kind of like, hey, who the fuck, basically like, who's your man? Or like, who's your lady? Like, who the fuck are,
Who's your daddy?
Exactly. Like, what are they into? What, what's going on? And maybe that's the feeling I got, but everything is these little goldfish memories from 15-second commercials of a
yeah, I think it's all right. We just got canceled because I did a very racist thing right now by doing that impersonation of the Who's Your Diaper Daddy guy. Who's your daddy?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think we can get canceled yet. We're not that famous.
Oh, no. We just got canceled 10 years in the future.
Fuck.
Because you got to be woke.
Apologize for that compass. Yeah, I'm sorry I don't condone the ignorant comment my partner made those years ago. That's not how we feel as a corporation.
There you go. Legal statements aside. This is satire, folks.
Got it.
Yeah, I was gonna make another disclaimer too, like the whole woke situation. Like I do. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, people ball out.
I'm like, God damn it!
That's a business
torches
right
and shit. Okay, I was like,
that's a business right there.
Fucking
rentals.
Okay, yeah.
Anyway, I believe that we should have a safe space for people to be and express who the hell they are. Because me calling somebody by their name that they choose costs me nothing. Costs me 15 seconds to say it. Probably more like 4 or 5 weeks to learn it, but that's just because I'm bad with names. But I do believe like everybody should have this space, their own safe space. Oh, speaking of propaganda, oh my God, this is going to come out, but it's been going on for years.
What's your propaganda?
I was watching the news coverage from our quote-unquote liberal media about the Palestine Israel conflict.
Okay.
Oh, somebody else's phone call is
And
gonna interrupt this.
I'm a little behind in all that, honestly.
Oh, it's the same thing. It's like, hold on, here we go. Gotta get the background noise going here. Stop it. Anyway, so Israel and Palestine, they're both being jerks to each other. They're both killing each other in mass, right? And that seems legit, huh? Is there a phone thing right there?
A cord connection?
Little cradle? No, cradle.
Cradle?
Yeah. But they're all being jerks to each other. And I was watching our quote-unquote liberal media just decimate how Palestine is quote-unquote, like, they made it sound like they were raping babies, basically. And I'm like, in war, both sides do that stuff. I was really offended by the guy who was like, Palestinian and Hamas are the worst things ever. But when you look into it, Palestine is just trying not to be absolutely obliterated as a people. And that's Israel's goal.
I hesitate the 6-year-old lesson that my mom taught me. Everyone just needs to get along and, you know, be nice to each other. It's kind of, you know, kind of amazes me how the world would be solved if like a little kid is in charge and just like, get along.
Yeah,
I know there's some mean shit everyone's done to people, but at one point in time, we've got to just stop.
I understand that, but from a realistic perspective,
yeah,
it's not gonna happen.
Nope.
It's not gonna happen. But from the point I'm trying to make is that Israel was displaced and created right there on Palestinian land. And I'm all for the two-state solution, by the way. But they were displaced there by World War II, and the Germans and the British set them up in one of their colonies. That's fine, I just didn't want it in my pocket. I just totally brain fart. But, oh yeah, okay, so the Jewish citizens are doing the same thing to the Palestinians that the Germans were trying to do to them, or I should say the Nazis. The Nazis were trying to do to them back in World War II, and it's just atrocious to me. I think it's absolutely atrocious. All the murder and mayhem on both sides.
Both sides.
Mercutio said it best. Plague on both your houses.
A plague on both your asses?
Houses. But yeah, sure. We'll modernize it.
Houses.
Dead ass, no cap. Y'all be bombing each other in shizzle. I don't know what the kids say these days. I don't know.
You had it going when you said dead ass, no cap.
Oh, okay.
That was good right there.
Yeah, I gotta.
That was fire. That was fire.
God, we gotta put that out. We gotta put that out.
A fire? No, keep it going, bro.
Well, there goes the 14 to 18 demographic. They're right out.
I mean, I would like to be monetized at some point, but you know, that's okay. I guess I guess fame, comes with its own rewards.
We'll get better. I just want these kids to get better haircuts than what they're walking around with.
Honestly, the really depends on how far you want to push the stress button with controversy.
Yeah.
Serious. We gotta what people are gonna pay attention to. There's a whole wheel. There's a whole emotional wheel. I saw this.
What?
Yeah, it was someone was it was about selling and stuff, but it had everything on there. It was like anger, greed, stress, anxiety, fucking, desire, just all this shit. I was like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
You got to touch on some human emotion because, yeah, women are more emotional per se. It's true, but as a whole, humans are emotional creatures.
Yeah, people buy on emotion. They don't buy on logic, to tell you the honest truth. That comes from my sales background.
Mm-hmm.
You want to have somebody like really buy your product, you got to key into their emotions. You can't attack them logically. But then again, you also have to look at the prospect that you're going against. If someone's really logical and they're like budget based, they're not gonna buy on emotion. Whereas if somebody is like, I hate to say this, sorry dude, but I had a kid who just bought his first place, and I was selling him some floors, and I asked him one simple question: is mom paying for the floor? And that sparked that emotional, well, no, she's not. She can't tell me what to do. I own this place now. And he bought the floors that he actually wanted. I was just guiding him to the decision. So it's a tool that salespeople use. Like, you go to Jim Click. I was talking with one of the sales guys over there. They will legitimately just wait for your emotional cues and pry on those for the vehicle that you want. Not necessarily like...
I remember trying to be sold on a vehicle I didn't want. The guy's like, you deserve this one. And I was like, I don't want that. Get the fuck out of that Spider Mitsubishi. I think it was a Mitsubishi Spider. It was a nice car, but I was like, that's not, no.
Yeah. I had the same thing when somebody was trying to sell me a Charger. It was like, this is the beefiest muscle car ever. And I'm like, that's not my flavor, but...
You're looking right past you. You're like, yeah, that's a sexy beast. You walk right over the Prius. You're like, look at this gas mileage. Oh.
No, at the time, actually, that was when I bought my Jeep. Okay. My Jeep Grand Cherokee.
Nice.
# plug. No, I bought my Jeep Grand Cherokee, one, because the price was right, and two, it was a Jeep Grand Cherokee. Like, you change the timing belt on that thing every once in a while, and it'll run forever. But the gas mileage on that was crappy, and then I traded that in for a Prius because I was working out at the solar fields. So, like, logic-based decisions versus emotional decisions. I always wanted a Jeep. I still want a Jeep.
Hopefully one day you don't have to choose, Wayne.
Yeah. Get all the Jeeps in one.
I like having the two vehicles, just for the simple fact if something's going on, I have the other one, and then, you know, I told you, I'd never really liked the supercar idea. I never really was a big fan of, you know, too much of a car, I want to say, because I don't think that humans should have the capability of going 180 miles an hour in a vehicle when their roads have a speed limit of between 50 and 80, right?
Yeah.
But with all that being said, I saw a McLaren for the first time, and I was like, God damn, I want one of those.
And Andrew Tate just smiled right now, like, oh yeah, that's a nice car, but there's not the best supercar.
No, it's one of his supercars. It's like
it is. It's a good
top supercar.
That's why I said it's a good supercar, but it's not the best supercar.
Well, him and his brother, I think it was one of in their conversation they're having on their podcast, they're like, which of their cars was their best car, their best supercar? And he's like, I can't remember which one, but he said McLaren. Like, he said 3 cars. But they have this other car. I can't remember. Maybe it's Russian or something. But I just remember them talking about how they were watching. And they showed this video of this guy getting hit by like a rocket in this car, and then he like out of the smoke.
Oh yeah, he keeps driving.
Yeah, and they're like, "This is our best car."
And it just looks like a little 4-door sedan. Nothing to write home about.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
There's another video where Tristan and Andrew actually race, and Tristan's in that car, and Andrew gets smoked because Tristan's just like takes off. He's just gone. It's awesome. Yeah, that's some good shit right there.
Yeah, that was a cool video.
All right, let's go get coffee. Let's end this shit and just go get some coffee. We'll just turn off the mics and continue the conversation elsewhere. Anyway, if you like this,
an hour.
Yeah,
it's almost an hour. We're getting there.
Almost. If you like the content you've seen, please just share it. It's how we grow.